Evensong, the play. It's a wonderful play. Christina has done a beautiful job telling the story of Teo, who we meet, the lead character, who has come to the shelter. He is homeless.
Teo is a character that has just recently come from Texas. So I think he's a small town boy who's come into the city and he's trying to make a life for himself, but I think he kind of falls into the hardship.
I think the play is really about loneliness and how lonely New York City can be specifically. It's about what we take for granted and how open are we to lending out that hand. And in New York City, where you can live on top of like thousands of people and be surrounded, you can still just feel so alone and get so lost.
There is this kind of also amazing sense of community that exists in this city in this kind of weirdly magical way, the way sort of connections happen and the way that you can have sort of a really intimate moment with a stranger. I think this play captures about like sort of the incredible isolation and also incredible community that sort of coexists within New York.
The play is about human connection, homelessness, and the desire to strive.
I do feel like it is a step in the way of, putting faces to the faceless. So I think the play, does its part to kind of shine a little bit of a light onto that very massive issue that is so especially massive here in New York City.
And I think there's a lot more to that than just this guy that we meet who's homeless. I think it has a lot to do with the connections between human beings and how we often, whether you're homeless or not, you move to a big city and you kind of disconnect from the world. And we're seeing how Teo is slowly putting his guard down. And it takes a while, but he eventually lets these other characters in. Bob is a investment banker on Wall Street. He comes from a background, he didn't grow up with a lot of money. He was raised by his mother, and he was a lucky case, I think. He had someone in his life that really saw something in him at a young age and put him on the right path.
I love, working with Christina and David, and they've been so forthcoming and heartwarming towards me.
Working on this production of Evensong has been amazing. It's rare that when I'm doing a piece that I'm lucky enough to have the playwright in the room. Christina, the playwright, she's seeing what we're doing, and once she hears it, she'll tweak things, and really the play is constantly changing, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
It is. It's a lot. It's a new play, so it's a lot of figuring things out. Structural changes, moving this from here to here, and I think with this play we've been learning even the slightest little switch from here to here
makes a huge
changes.
Difference. Our Robin Karras, who is our casting director, said, "I read this play and I walked outside and I looked at everyone differently." And to me, I was like, that is sort of the epitome of what I hope people see and get from this play.
Evensong,
Is it both
people,
of us, or-
come down. We're opening in November. It's a great play. Come down and see the show.
Yeah. Come out to the Astoria Performing Arts
Astoria,
Center
yeah.
and check out Evensong.
Come see the world premiere of Evensong at APAC. It's not a hard commute. You can hop on the N or the Q train. It'll take you right here in about 40 minutes from 59th and Lex. It's a great production, talented cast, wonderful play and story, and I hope you can come. Join us.
Come see the show.
Arlene is going to be there. She's fantastic.
And Francis,
We have
too.
a great director. We have
Yes.
a great writer, great actors.
Supportive team is
Come on down.
amazing.
It's a great show, and I think you will all fall in love with it.
www.apacny.org.
Yes.
Bruth Media.